how much better do you feel about the Lakers? A little or a lot?
A little. Skip is a positive. They winning games that they should win, beating bad teams. Portland has lost 14 of 17. Minnesota playing without Karl Anthony Towns and D'Angelo Russell. Skip, they should win these games. I don't know what's going on in Portland, but they might need to look to start a rebuild. Go ahead and get some draft picks for Dame. Try to get some draft picks from CJ because it's just not working in that situation.
And remember, CJ and Nurkic and Anthony Simons didn't play on Friday night at whatever it's called, Crypto.
Crypto. Yeah, so Skip, look, LeBron has been sensational. I mean, what he did Friday night, 43-14 in 29 minutes, that's the first time.
It was sensational.
He's ever gone 40 points in less than 30 minutes. He didn't have a turnover, took very good care of the basketball last night. He was 26, 7 and 5. Wasn't his normal efficient self. He was only 7 of 15. Had it going really early. And then, but Skip, I'm very encouraged by what I see by Malik Monk. Love Avery Bradley. He's going to fight you tooth and nail. He can make some big shots. Stanley Johnson comes in and tries to battle. But Skip, I mean, what am I going to do with Russ, Skip? I mean, if somebody has 7 turnovers in a ball game, you say they played bad. Russ had 7 in the first half.
He did.
He had 9 for the game.
He did.
And I don't care what anybody says. That's frustrating to his teammates. That's frustrating to the coaching staff because whatever we're trying to tell him is not getting through. They had 12 turnovers in the first half. Russ had 7 of them. You go back and look at the other night. I don't get it. I don't understand, Skip, and he just tries to go to the hole. He loses the ball out of hand, and he looks at his hand. Yeah, bro, you had the ball. There's nothing wrong with your hands. So stop looking at your hands like, I don't know what happened. Skip, look, like I said, it's a little. I'm glad for the simple fact is that they're beating these teams that they should beat. They're not losing games to these bad teams that they should beat. They're winning them. I don't know how they won this game. You get out rebounded by 28. You turn the ball over like you did last night. I don't know how you beat that team. 56-28, you got out rebounded. They had all. It's because you play small with LeBron at the 5. Right. And you suffer for it. Right. Skip, how does a team have almost as many offensive rebounds as you have total rebounds and you win the ball
That's just effort or lack thereof.
There you go.
Right.
So it is what it is. I mean, Russ has gone 0 for 8 over his last 3, from the 3 in his last 2 games. He's shooting 30% from the season. Okay. And as you said, he's the Usain Bolt of turnovers. He's running away with it. It's not even close.
Not even close. So I look up last night. I'm worn out from a long day of NFL. My Cowboys had lost. I was distraught. And I'm watching your Lakers, and I'm watching, and it's getting later and later. And I look up, and there's 3.5 minutes left in the game, and you're up 1 point. Yeah. And I said, there's only one reason this is happening without Cat and obviously D'Angelo Russell.
I mean, you stand right there. I mean, he's like, bro, hey, just let it go. And Phil's like, hey, bro, just let it go. We'll talk about it once we get inside.
Yep.
But
Phil got steamed.
Right.
Like he got over-emotional, man. Like, calm down a little bit.
Right.
What did LeBron have? 7 rebounds.
Right.
Okay. But he's playing the 5,
right.
So they need him to bang.
And that's what the thing. I'm just like, in a situation, Skip, LeBron can't, Skip, you can't ask that man to go give us 30 a night and set everybody up. I mean, Skip, you remember last night, a lot of time, Malik Monk was bringing the ball up. LeBron's like, I can't do the responsibility that you're asking me to do in your 19.
Nope.
But Skip, they got to they put in Russ more and more off the ball. But somehow he always ends up with the ball on the outlet, Skip. The fast break, Russ got the ball. I already know. When he gets the ball, I already know. I was like, man, let's get back on defense because they about to be coming back this way with the ball.
Yep. Obviously, your team is missing Anthony Davis. You're not a big fan of how he's played so far this year, but he's got to make them a little bit better because he can move back, I think, to the 5 and LeBron to the 4.
He don't want to play the 5.
I know, but he has to.
No, but he don't want to Skip. He don't want that banging.
Okay, all right. But, hey, do you want to make the playoffs? Because you were in...
That's still 50-50.
Yeah, I know, because they just moved up to 19-19.
Yeah.
They rose all the way up with 2 big home wins over bad teams
but Skip,
without their stars.
Skip, AD was there for like 12, 13 games without LeBron.
Yeah.
That was your opportunity to rise and shine because you're supposed to take... This was supposed to be AD's year. He's supposed to have to start transitioning. From year one he got there, okay, he scored the most. Okay, he got Nick last year, but he's supposed to be transitioning. LeBron's supposed to be too. LeBron should not be this much of the best player on the team in year 19 when you got Anthony Davis on the team, Skip.
I do agree. There's no way they win that game if Karl Anthony Towns plays last night. He's been playing at a high level.
Well, first of all, you can't play small. You can't play. You have to play Dwight Howard. Yes,
you would have to. But D'Angelo Russell, I know he's come and goes. But
can we trade him? Can we trade him for Russ?
Yeah, I'd do that in a heartbeat.
Oh, absolutely, I would do that. And I throw in a couple of parting gifts.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree. Well, congratulations, Shannon. You now have a 500 team.
Hey, you don't want to talk about my guy being the second in scoring in the NBA?
Huh? And it got you what? 500.
I know a guy that's the best player lost a 10-point lead.
Really?
He lost a 10-point lead to a team without Paul George and Kawhi. I ain't saying no names. But we know who lost that lead.
But he's about to get Kyrie Irving back, and then we'll see what
you needed Kyrie to beat the Clippers?
Well,
minus Paul George?
LeBron needed Kyrie to beat the Golden State Warriors in Game 7.
Oh, don't do that, Skip. Don't do that. Because you saw what happened. A triple dub happened. You remember when they went on that lead and LeBron scored the 7 points and got tied it back up all by himself?
Nobody could score, and finally Kyrie said, I got it.
Well, okay, let me ask you a question. Before no one could score, why couldn't nobody score? Can you tell the people what happened? The greatest block in NBA history.
Really, the bicycle built for two by J.R. Smith. Congratulations, J.R. Way to go.
And then who hit the free throw to ice it, to seal it?
Well, it was game over.
No, it wasn't no game.
Yes,
What was
All right, guys. As you guys mentioned, Lakers are moving in the right direction, but they still have a lot of work to do.
A lot.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.